Be future commissar. After a long night of getting no sleep, me and the original version of myself were summoned to a meeting by the governess. It was probably the only normal experience I had in a while up until the part where some of those huge-ass Chad Marines arrived and started getting livid when they heard about the Alpha Legion. I swear he was planning on throwing me out the window for missing the fact the Alpha Legion was here. Decide not to inform him about the fact everybody was here at one point, which makes it hard to distinguish who you are shooting at. It only went downhill from there when I was informed by the original me that the Canoness was looking at us with what can be described as desire. Was hoping that out of all of them, the Canoness wouldn't be the one with the weird interest, but start thinking she might be into some weird twin thing. Would say heresy, but given her status and the fact she was the one to bail me out from the ex-governess plans, just conclude it's a weird interest. Do take not to avoid Canoness, or at the very least, one of us finds a different waifu, so Canoness will only try to seduce one of us. Meeting ends with Cyborg Bishop throwing holy water at me. Could see the surprise in his eyes when I just stood there, mildly annoyed by my jacket getting wet. Then the moment I got back to my Baneblade, turned home, we get informed that there are gene stealers on the planet. Start organizing every guard on the planet and recall all the cold shoulder regiments back home to help contain the newest annoyance. Only went further downhill when a Tau diplomat arrived to serenade the female authority figures. Could already tell the bishop is probably going to go on a rampage due to somebody trying to steal his waifu. Canoness will probably do something worse given her current stress level, and a Xeno trying to woo her. Things are about to get interesting, Scala. Be Scar, the gene stealer. Be scurrying about the underground, ordering Brood Brothers to do their things. Check up on Brood Brothers and sister prostitution racket. It's going well. Proud. Pimping. Receive psychic alert. Grandchildren. Scurry along toward underground hovel. Inside, 2 of the children are there. One is female and currently going into labor. Psychic powers have accelerated gestation to a truly astounding speed. Seriously, this chick was impregnated yesterday. Babies. Zoom. Birth is finished. It's a beautiful baby gene stealer hybrid. It already has little teeth and a bulbous head and razor-sharp claw at the end of one of its 3 arms. Happy grandparent. Be Palatine Sarah. The Tyrannid passage ends with an exit through the cement into the abandoned transit tunnels. He's heading to the surface. The floor is concrete. Wave the lantern around. Look for disturbed dust. Nothing. No tracks. He's going to get away. Break into a run. See the transit station. The stairs leading to the surface. Damn. Finding him in the city will be a hell of a lot more difficult. Take a running jump onto the platform. And there he is. The feared traitor with armor made from butchered Tyranids, sitting propped against one of the pillars. Chain axe on the ground. A small pool of odd-colored vomit next to him. How fucking pitiful. The Emperor's justice, even to the most vile of traitors, should come from the barrel of a gun. Not some awful gene transfer poison. Stoop down near him to look him in the eyes, well out of reach. Keep one hand on the butt of one of my guns. Draw Icebreaker, and hold it up to the light so he can read the incising on the blade. This belong to you? Be confused. Feel the hunger. It's all around me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Why? Why does it want me? I don't remember. Hunger all around, like a black tide. Only afloat because of another thing. Anger, pure and hot. What is even happening? Hear noises. Eyes open. Be Drathor. Be awake now. Tide is gone. Anger is dulled. Whatever was watching me, its attention is elsewhere for the time being. Vision is blurry. See faint shapes all around me. Starts to clear, and they fade away. All but one. See the sister. Looks like something out of an old Pict vid I saw as a kid. Look into her eyes. She's very... MP3. Feel the drive again. She'd make a good mother. Just need to move quick enough. Then I see the knife. Cuts through the haze of lust. Get it? Ha! .gif. That's my knife. Why does this chick have my knife? She's asking me something. Hand on her gun. Hand on Icebreaker. That's not her knife. That was never supposed to be her knife. Anger burns. Hard to breathe. But I'm not done in just yet. Spit at her. Yeah. Fingers inching towards axe. Probably can't get it up in time, but doesn't mean I won't try when she decides to stop talking. I'm still the last Crasher, at least for now. Crashers don't just quit. Be Tau Watercast. Just returned to this awful planet on order of Ethereal. Why did he do this to me? Why did he forget to give me an escort? Managed to crash ship into pile of rubble because I can barely fly a ship, let alone land it. There are a lot of piles of rubble on this planet. Maybe I was supposed to pick up an escort. Head hurts. The planet makes my head hurt. Or maybe it's the crash. Currently, only the mission remains. Go do lewd things with any female human leaders that can be found. For some reason. Seriously, why am I doing this? Oh, right. An ethereal told me to do it. I bet Farsight Enclave guys don't have to deal with this. Despair. Stumble out of the wreckage and wander around the ruins. This planet is mostly ruined and a pile of rubble except for that big cathedral. That's probably where anybody with power is. With a weary sigh, I make my way towards it. They're going to shoot me on sight, aren't they? Damn loyalty to the ethereals and the greater good. See a woman with bionic eyes smoking one of those Eho stick things. She has a big fancy scarf thing. She also has a big gun and is wearing power armor. But it's my duty. I'm going to die. Greetings from the Tau Empire. Would you like to hear about the greater good? My face when I'm about to die.